Listen, Linda. Listen. Okay, what?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Got him! Got him!
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh?
Welcome to Hood Talk. This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella. Let's get it started. Don't tell me the subject and all that.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Petty Tuesday. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, there is the information there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. But getting to the subject tonight, we want to know, do you plan your life out or life just happened to you? Can you go through life without a plan? Did you plan your life out? You tried to?
I tried.
You tried, okay.
I tried. I was, because I guess when, as a young kid, you kind of talk to, what you gonna be when you grow up, So I think everybody was in that spirit at one time. What you gonna do? What you gonna be? Like you supposed to know at the age of 7. You know,
right?
Then life slaps you around a little bit, and you say,
"That didn't work.
I ain't that smart to do that. I am too smart to do this." You know what I'm saying? So, life started happening, and you start kind of waking up and realizing that life ain't exactly what you thought it was gonna be.
Right.
Yeah.
I know about that. Everybody, coming up, oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because you're told those are the places that make all the money or whatever.
Then we forgot you got to go to school, extra school, and all that. And that knocked a lot of us out. We like, I ain't going back to school. I got to get me some kind of career that do not involve school.
Right.
So then school, equated with money. So then we start saying, oh, man, I got to go back to school to make better money.
Mm-hmm.
And, then, we realize some places you can't party all the time and still. So you got to make some lifestyle changes to be in certain areas. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So I think that would change a lot of things about, what you want to do when you grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. So look, getting it. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. Go ahead. Read.
So I had a plan, but it keep changing. Of course. We always say we want to grow older, get married, then have children, get the house with the picket fence and rocking chairs, and live happily ever after. We get these things. Sometimes the children come before the marriage and the husband. Sometimes the husband come and the children. You don't always get that White House with the picket fence. You may have to stay in an apartment or wherever you can be, because a lot of people still trying to find their career or how they're going to settle in life. So,
but you know what? Do you think that's why a lot of our plans didn't work? Because,
fantasies.
not going on what people tell you what you should do. Like mama said, well, you got to do this and you got to do this and do this. And you be like, I don't want to do it that way. And what if that was the right way to do it and we didn't give a damn? You know what I'm saying?
Being
Like,
rebellious.
yeah, sometimes people know what we should be doing, but we don't care. What's up, Rhonda in his house?
Hello, Rhonda.
Yeah, but maybe what happens is if we go like I say this, when we grew up, a lot of us, everybody was in church, Bible, all kind of stuff, and they was telling you how to, kind of do it if you want to go this way and that way. And we kind of deferred to say, no, we ain't got to do it
Exactly that way.
in the Bible, or they say this, or they say we can do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with everybody trying to do it their own way, they realize that it's not easy to life is not planned out how we think it is. We always think we got it planned out. We think we know it all. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us feel like we know exactly what we're gonna be in 10 years, and people don't realize, accidents happen, trauma happen in our life. People get robbed, people get in car accidents, people get mauled by tigers, lions, and bears. I mean, I'm just saying, man, you can go somewhere, like you can go somewhere and mess around and get robbed and then change your thing. Some people want to work at a gas station or something. No, I'm saying until, like I used to say, I want to own a gas station, this and that. Then I realized, Joker told me this is the most dangerous job in the world. I was like, how is owning a gas station the most dangerous job in the world? And then when I started going to gas stations, watching dudes come in there with guns and talking crazy to the car, I was like, you know what? This is one, because you're dealing with different personalities all day, every day. This is a hell of a job to be messing with. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
And you don't realize that, because being a police officer, being a cashier, the most dangerous job in the world right now is cutting down trees. What? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that certain jobs was gonna be so dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So I think when we go out here and we say, we thought being a fireman was going to be the most dangerous job, and it's not the most dangerous job. We always thought being a fireman was going to be what the most dangerous job. Oh, running in a house fire, we thought this, and I guess our world been flipped upside down because everything we thought came out a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And what's up, Angela in the house? Read that.
Hey, Angela. Angela said, hey, you guys, I'm here in the building. What's the business?
Wow.
Angela, we are talking about, did you plan your life out, or life just happened to you? Can you go through life without a plan?
Yeah, because a lot of us didn't think we was going to be in the streets. A lot of people didn't think certain things that we did to survive we wouldn't have did.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, my boy says this. Some days that he said the beginning is being a black man is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Come on.
Shouts out to Miss Kimberly Belisle with Voluptuosity T-shirts and apparel. Miss Kimberly makes our garments, our pillowcases, things like that. So check her out on Facebook.
What's up,
Tuesday,
Chelsea in his house?
Yeah.
Oh, shots out to the shirts and stuff again. Oh, read that.
Mike says some of the most dangerous jobs in the world beginning as a black man. These days, yeah, just the color of your skin. We didn't
And
think
what
that it would follow us this far with so much freedom we're supposed to have at this time. But
a lot of people didn't even wake up to this until COVID happened. People didn't realize how dangerous it was just being a black man till COVID jumped off, and people couldn't work and everything. People had to actually just watch TV and watch the news. Were like, wow, they are straight murdering black men and black men. We've been trying to tell y'all, like, a player, it's hard out here for him. We was telling you, y'all thought, and look, and the only reason y'all see it because the cellular phones got cameras on it now. Just imagine, we grew up in an era where there wasn't no cameras on our cell phone, when the police were pulling you over, whooping you across the head and taking your phone and breaking them and busting your tail light, talking about, oh, that's one tail light out. I know y'all done seen the movies where the officer go around your car busting the tail lights out. I done been in one of them situations where the officer was like, oh, your light ain't working. I was like, oh, don't hurt my light. It's just good. Some of us got good personalities that the police officer just said, you know what? I'm going to let you make it tonight because you made me giggle or you made me laugh. Because, see, people don't realize that old laugh and dance, tap dance to try to get through white people and make them laugh. It's just like when you watch a movie and the king tell you to make them laugh. And if you don't make them laugh, he open up that thing and let you fall down in the dungeon or let tigers come get you or something. That stuff is real, was pertaining in the streets. Like if I didn't have a good attitude and knowing how to make a police laugh and stuff like that, like they was ready to do something bad to me. And then I tell a couple of jokes and they be like, you know what, I'm gonna let you make it tonight.
they say,
You know
this is joking.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You better say something to make them, laugh and, all that.
Kim said, good evening, Mr. Know-it-all and Miss Bella. As always, those earrings popping. Okay.
That time you speak to Mr. Know-it-all, right? No, I'm just...
Shout out again to Miss Wendy Friday with Shondazzle earrings, and check her out on Facebook and Instagram, Miss Wendy Friday.
What's up, Nina in the motherfucking house?
Nina, how are you today?
All right, come on.
She said you endure life without a plan. If you put God first, put in the work, have faith and determination, one day at a time.
She said you can endure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
but even coming up, all the times everybody doesn't always know or trust to believe that God can work out a plan for them or put you in this situation to allow you to move. You start getting God in your life later. You're like, oh, how did I get here? Oh, God, help me. I won't do this again.
What people don't realize, like I said yesterday's show, God is good and bad. So, we can try to feel like we can just blame God for, the good stuff. But if you don't do it, see, I think, you get the mind frame and the senses he give you, and it's up to you. To me, it's up to you to work with what you got to make the right choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure God be up there. Oh, he about to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because God gives us free will. You feel what I'm saying? So he gives us the right to fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? So he give you sense to say which one you gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So have you ever been in a situation you're like, oh God, if you help me get out of this one, I ain't gonna do this no more.
Yeah, I remember rolling over in the car and I was holding the steering wheel and I was like, God, just let me make it out of okay. But I mean, it's a lot of situations. I remember being in front of a courtroom plenty of days. God, just let me get back.
That's what
Get
I'm
me out
saying.
this courtroom. I got my lucky courtroom shirt on. I got my lucky courtroom shoes on.
Oh
Come
Lord,
on,
not the courtroom
come
shirt and
on.
shoes.
God.
Do your thing.
You know, you was bad out in the streets when you got court clothes. Did you? I had lucky court clothes. I bet you the judge like, I remember him from
I know this shirt from somewhere. Where I know this shirt?
somewhere. So I'm just saying, man. You know, you be out here and you trying to make it work, man. What that next subject read out there?
Okay, so you're saying people think about the Army, Navy, then be like, I want something different. So they'll go to the Army and Navy, then want to change, or you saying they think about going?
Right,
Think,
right.
oh,
You
I
get up
don't want to go.
No, it's like you get in there, you be like, you know what? I can
This-
do this 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then about 2, 3 years in, you be like, no, I don't like being around these folks. These folks trying to kill me.
But you know, some people are made for the military because, like,
Yeah.
for instance, I have brothers that has done over 30 years in
Yeah.
the military or whatever. And I've even had one to retire after 35 and then go back for a contract. I'm like, oh, he real crazy.
Shouts out to my boy Arthur that be watching this thing. He came in town this past weekend. We had lunch together, and he's still in the Navy. He been in there. You know, we went in at the same time. I went to the Army. He went to the Navy, and he stayed. You know, once I went overseas and got in the war and all that, I was like, you know what? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? He's still up in that thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, living that American dream or whatever, you know.
Mm.
So, you know, shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? He know what I'm talking about. He watching. So he know what I'm talking about. So
Okay.
call out the whole who's out here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Angela said, then they have already failed. If God is not included in the plan, he's real and I'm a living testimony. A lot of people will fail trying to walk a mile in my shoes. That's why they're your shoes. Everybody think they can do what you're doing or how you got there. Everybody can't handle it the same way.
Because, you know, everybody, and then I try not to push just God in it, because God is plenty of things, because, you know, a lot of people feel like they are gods. So, you know, shouts out to the people that, you know, feel like they gods. And, you know, if you made in God image, then, you know, I feel like just like being, you know, just like a lion. And if you made in his image, when you grow up from being a cub, you'll be a lion. So I feel like, you know, everybody can become a piece of God too. You know what I'm saying? So I think,
Okay.
you know, it's spread all over the place. Spread that godly love all over the place.
When we talk about images, if that's the external form, or are we talking about
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you,
characteristics too?
this why I said this is why I say that, because I remember, and because I go into deep thought, I got kind of messed up mind thoughts like this. Okay, say it's an airplane and people on the airplane, and the airplane going down, and everybody praying, and I always say, if God wants you, he gonna take you. And I'll be like, what if God wanted this dude next to me? And I
Right.
just happen to be on the wrong plane, and he take me too. Did God really want me to go?
Apparently, you
No,
won't.
see. I don't think that. I think like, like you know how some people say, if God were meant for you to fly, he would have gave you wings. So I mean, like sometimes God be like, hey, you traveling on your own, your own accord.
But
And you,
listen, just say for instance, like there was the apartment building that collapsed in Florida. You know, there were people that were out there for days. You know, they
right.
didn't die in that rumble and they were able to be found days later.
I understand,
No.
but when a plane go down from 500, 50,000 feet in the air, usually is no survivors. So
Right.
I
So
mean,
when there is a
but
survival, you give who that credit? It wasn't their
look,
time. It wasn't their
hey,
time.
look, because I can't say that God wanted everybody trying to get one person. Did he want the whole plane? Okay, now he making me think, do I need to be on the plane? He might want somebody on that plane, and then I'm just a casualty. I mean, hey, maybe he just wanted the plane. He wanted the people that was on it. I mean, my man, maybe he wanted the pilot. I mean, hey, I mean, that would scare me. You know what I'm saying? So who's saying that you might go ahead and you jump on the wrong plane? You know how they say you on the wrong side on the wrong time, jump on the
Wrong
wrong
place,
thing,
wrong time.
wrong time. You know what I'm saying? That would make me not go out sometimes. Sometimes I be ready to go out and be like, you know what? I do stay in Jackson, and they are getting in the end right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't playing right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going for a Sunday ride. You might get ran over. Jackson. And who can you blame when you know they out there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's that type of thing. It's like walking through Chicago at 2 o'clock. You asking for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But you cannot blame it on God sometimes. It's just like walking if you know you're in the desert and you know it's a lion pride over there. Do God really want you? Or God wants you to have sense not to walk out there by yourself? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's just something I think about.
I feel you though.
Because I would love for a preacher to just make me a witness. Oh, if you really trust God like that, could you walk right past a lion pride without them eating your ass up? I mean, can you actually do this? You know what I'm saying? So I would challenge somebody. Common sense have to take over when you just say, because when you say thou shalt not kill, why did God make animals that just kill? Shit. I mean, okay then. I mean, hey, remember, the book was wrote by people inspired by God. So if you take everything literally, I have authority over all animals. Go out there and try to tell an animal what to do and see what happens.
So do you think because the commandments were wrote in incomplete sentences that it should have been more to the sentence than other than thou shalt not kill? So we should have had a breakdown of thou shalt not kill what?
I heard a pastor, a dude that was doing the book. He said that is not a real. He said something about that. It's not a real passage in the Bible. The "thou shalt not kill" verse. He said because I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look into it. I seen it just the other day. It was a historian, you know.
Yeah.
And he was saying that pastor, he said, because if you take that literally, he was saying, you literally have to look at, oh yeah, he said that means you shouldn't be able to eat certain foods. You should be a vegetarian. You shouldn't be doing this and doing that. He said, literally, that is not exactly how it should be, in there. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Okay, let's go.
Angela said, if we're living right and doing right in the eyes of God, then we become Christ-like.
Okay, but then we got to realize what is right in the eyes of God, because when we try to defer and ask exactly what God wants out of us, do we really know exactly what He wants out of us? You feel what I'm saying? Or we been conditioned to think we know? Don't be laughing at me, Chelsea. I know. Am I childish for real? Okay. Big facts. What I'm talking about. Let me say, come on. Every day is truly an underrated blessing. Yes, it is. Because see, people don't realize every day, and this ain't even if you just walk out the door. Every day you wake up, it is a day you might die. And people don't even understand this concept. You know, when I was just watching the show, A Thousand Ways to Die or something, I honestly had a more
Eye opening.
blessing about life. I mean, it's people was dying just by going swimming in a pond, and something went up they ding ding and killed them. I mean, it's all kind of ways to die. I mean, it's so many different ways. I mean, Joker gets stung like the dude, the crocodile dude. He swam with the crocodile, all that sharks, played with snakes and all that, and
Stingray.
stingray just hit him one time and it's over. That just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the stuff you did, and then I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? So. Like I said,
Have you ever been in a situation you see somebody for the last time? You're like, if I knew that this would be the last time I saw them, I would have done this much more with them, or talked with them, or said this or that to them. You never know. You never know.
you know what? And I think I haven't came to that point yet. I just feel like you know, I try to believe you know, it might be their time or whatever, and you can't stop it. You know, I guess I've been out here long enough. I done seen some friends that was truly close to me, talking to them one day and gone the next. And I think when you've been out here and you've seen it enough times that you understand it's truly a blessing. See, a lot of people don't understand. See, when you got these grays under your chin like that, you done seen a whole lot, and you done seen, and when Joker be talking about, oh, I know just as much as you, old man, or this, and they be like, no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't seen what I seen. You ain't been through as many presidents. You know, I've been here. I've been around Pity Patton since Carter was in the house. I mean, so I mean, so I be like, man, please, just. I remember when Dale Danks was here. I was y'all don't know nothing about Dale Danks. Okay. But I'm just saying, I mean, you know, people don't understand how it is a blessing just to be here because you done seen so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Angela said that's why God gave you 5 senses to think for yourself.
Well, he gave me about 7, so I be trying to think of on a higher plane. Okay, good.
What's your 6 and 7 sense?
My 6th sense, I think is more of an instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember the movie Sixth Sense, and like me being a security guard and stuff like that, I can see stuff. You know how like sometimes you can see something happen before it happened. You can kind of see what's finna go down. And I think that's one of my senses too, just being able to see something before it happened. So it's, and I think my last sense is understanding what somebody is talking about and really gathering information and can kind of see how a person, or what makes a person tick a little bit. Yeah.
So reading people, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And it said, no will ill towards our brethren, treating your neighbor right, respecting your elders and parents, no hurting people, no stealing is a great start. To live up to God's standards, even in your mess, include God, my opinion of his word.
No hurting people. You lost me on that one. Okay.
That's not funny. What if somebody hurt you?
That's what I'm saying. Do I mean I don't know if it's in the Bible, but I always believed in that little thing: do unto others, or they will have them to do unto you.
Okay, so do unto others as you will have them to do unto you. So therefore, if you hurt somebody, they can hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, do unto others. Like I feel like if somebody come and they try to hurt me, they expected me to hurt them back. Like you swing at me, you should expect to get knocked out if you don't, because it's on. You know what I'm saying? And I come from Stumper Joker, Mississippi. I mean, that's my
Oh
home.
my goodness.
What's up, Dee?
That was a good one. What's up, Dee?
I was just
Hey,
saying.
so it's Stumper Joker, Mississippi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. Just read that. Oh Lord. Okay.
Angela says some people.
Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Angela says some people turn God off and on. They only call on him when you're down, but when you're down good, then you don't need him. When you are doing good, then you don't need him.
I guess that's the people that they call on them sometimes, because me, I think me, I always, even when I was a bad boy out in these streets, I always looked at it every day like the small blessings, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to see, being able to walk, being able to hear. It's the small blessings that make me smile. It's not the big blessings that everybody always feel like, like I used to hear people I wish 18 wheeler would run me over. No, you really don't. I mean, like people just say stuff, oh, I'm gonna get paid. And don't walk right for the rest of your life. What's wrong with you? like that is not a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think money and a lot of stuff that screws some people mind thought up. So I think sometimes people got to get out of a blessing of being paper. I think just like that old saying, teach a man how to fish and he'll survive forever. You know what I'm saying? If you bring him fish, he'll survive for that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I feel like you got to teach people, stuff, and they're not just about, getting money, but how to maintain and keep getting money. Okay, go ahead.
She said, bro, we have to watch what we type on the book. So true.
Yeah. We do. Get in trouble. Okay.
That's called condition believers. Remember, he's a jealous God.
Yeah. Jealous God, avengable God. He is all. He is good and evil. He is the devil as we know it, and the God as we know it too. So we can stop thinking that it's a little bitty devil up here that God put on earth to punish you. He punishes you both ways. Yeah. Because if he truly runs everything, he run the devil's house too. Because he can get rid of it if he want to.
Right.
Right. That part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. Let me keep it moving, man. Damn.
I didn't read the last one.
Oh, you did? Come on, man.
I mean, we haven't had the opportunity.
Let's go.
Everyone think they're gonna get married one day. Then it'd be like, what had happened was. So
look at I be trying to just put certain things in people's head and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all. That's all. I just want people to think. Now what we were saying that
Everyone think they're gonna get married one day. Then it'd be like, what had happened was, I wasn't ready. Mhm.
They wasn't the one for me. God told me to turn around and run. I'm just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Or or we grew apart. It's so many things we blame God for, but that is free will. The one that you choose, that's free will. God didn't set you up on that. So anybody who be running around, God gonna send me a man. No, he's not.
No.
No, it's called free will. Look at you. Look at you. Am I right?
I think that God can bless it or make the situation where people can come together.
Free will.
It's free will still, but I'm saying I know God can work it out.
We can't put.
We be in the right place at the right time to meet Mr. Right.
God is not a dating service.
Well, look, we can be placed in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, if you get your ass out of bed. Okay.
Wow. Anyway,
I'm just saying, I ain't mean it like that, but
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. You meant it like that. Sure, forget you.
Saying. All right. Well, what did? Oh.
I like this job, but this job pay more. Yeah, we run after the most.
Yay!
At an auction.
Be out here talking about how we love this job and all that. As soon as somebody offer us double the pay, we like, you know what? I was liking that job, but now, I mean, you can give somebody the best job in the world. A person can be a painter and love to paint, and they can make $40,000, $50,000 painting every year. If somebody offer them a job paying $80,000, they're gonna put the paint stick down.
That part.
I'm just saying though. But are we truly doing what we want to do?
Not all the time, no.
Right. Even when it's presented to us, we still don't do it.
Well, let me give you like an example of myself. When I was younger, I used to say like, oh, I want to work in a grocery store. I want to be a cashier because I was into the 10 key and numbers and, things like that. And I didn't end up working in I worked in a grocery store. I did work in a grocery store when I was younger in my teenage years. But then as an adult, I still worked in the finance area, but I wasn't at the grocery store. So because I thought on that level, because that's how far my mind was going, didn't know that the extent of the finances of it will be extended. So then, of course, nobody, we try to plan our lives. We want it this way. It doesn't always happen that way. And I can't put it on God because I've made a lot of those decisions.
I never wanted to work at a grocery store, even though at one time I was a stalker for something. Yeah, but stocking it. I mean, I quit. I mean, I came in late. I remember the game, Jordan against Reggie Miller, and we was talking about the game. We were coming in the store, wasn't thinking about the clock and all that. Got in there, clocked in. We all in the back. We talking. We just gossiping and things. So some police officer had came up and then heard us cuss or something. Went and told our little manager at the front. Said, "Oh, dude in a gold shirt back there cussing." So she called me to the front and she was like, "Oh, the policeman said dude in a gold shirt was cussing." I said, "Well, as you can see, I got on the yellow shirt. He's not talking about me." you know what I'm saying? So she go and she like, "Oh, okay." So she go She said, hold on a second. So she called herself, go back out there somewhere, and she come back in there and say, well, he was talking about you. I was like, I want to hear this. And his face, she was like, nah, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I told her like that. I said, well, I don't feel like I need to get rolled up again. You can go ahead and let me go. I was already kind of over it, the whole job thing.
Just because somebody said you were cussing with y'all, were you cursing?
Huh?
Were you cursing?
I don't snitch on myself. I just remember.
Well, if you're anything like now, you were cursing.
All of us was having a manly comment. It was 3-4 of us.
But you were young kids or something?
No, I was in my 20s.
Oh, you were in your 20s. Oh,
yeah,
well, that's different.
Right. And we back here stocking, and that's already we come in at 10 to 7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you shouldn't even have your time out because his son was in the store or something. Your son shouldn't even be there at no 10 o'clock at
He
night.
should have been in the bed.
Well, right. So don't be bringing your son up there and then because we talking and he done went up there and snitched and this and that and didn't even know the right color of the man, of my shirt. And then she tried to get me to stay and everything. I was like, yeah, it'd probably be best for me to just I ain't want to work there no more anyway.
You didn't. You was looking for an excuse. They got one more time to try to write me up. I'm out
that thing. That was Aberson. That when Aberson it first came on Terry Road and McDowell Road when Aberson first came.
Oh, okay.
Shouts out to my boy Peter for giving me the job up there, and I was like, I'm out of here. It was good to know people, in big places because I have never got a job because I put an application in. That's why I didn't like jobs anyway, because only jobs I ever got was, I knew somebody that was either supervisor, managers that's over the managers and all that, and they'd be like, hey, hire this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I just felt I must have had a look that made people not want to hire me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want to work here if y'all don't really want me here. So I think an entrepreneur person was in me because I didn't feel like they wanted me at the job place anyway. If that make any sense.
Okay. Well, maybe that was probably best for you to start working for yourself if that type of thing triggered you because somebody.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you another thing that used to happen to me. I used to take my partners with me when I go up there to fill out an application and this and that. And I had the car and everything, and I'm driving these dudes up here and we fill out an application. These dudes getting jobs, and I ain't even get the job, and I got the car.
Oh, wow.
That's when I said, you know what?
Working for somebody's not for me.
Folk to hire me, man. If they don't want to hire me, I'm not finna do that. I'm finna try to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. And if you don't want me in your workforce, I don't want to be in your workforce. So,
right.
And it's the best move personally for me I ever made.
Well, that's
it ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody.
Right.
All right, come on with it.
Sometimes you got to do things you don't like or want to, but remember, trouble don't last always. Know better, do better. Stay woke and focused. That was pretty nice.
Oh, let's see.
So, you ready for the next one?
Let me see. Sometimes you got to do things you don't like. You're right. Okay. I done did a whole lot of things I ain't want to do, but hey. But I'm glad. I'm so glad that my mind wasn't fixed on working for people the rest of my life. I feel like that's the longest journey in the world to go to a place that you probably hate and go every day. Have people that talk to you kind of crazy or whatever, and
For
you accept it.
$100 in a week's time.
I mean, because when I first started, it was real bad. Because I mean, I think minimum wage was $3.35. So I
Mm.
mean, that ain't nothing you want to do. And then I think when I first met an old man one time, and I asked him how long he been working there, and he was like 40 years, and I was like, how much you make? And he was like 525. I was like, hey, put in my 2-week resignation. I'm gonna go. Can't do it.
Right. Because like some people go and work a job and they make $400 a week when you can, some people go and they make $400 a day.
Right.
So they try and waver themselves, which would be best for me. Of course, making more a day.
Right. So I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What next? Come on with it.
Okay, you wanted to fall in love. Now, 5 to 10 relationships later, still wondering, is he the one? Hmm.
Is this the one?
I just don't not pick that up.
You see how you did that one?
I thought you was gonna let that one slip past you. Like, yep, uh-huh. Get
You
you
done
some
messed
water. Get you some water.
You done messed me up. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Come on, wait. Now what is oh Lord. So we always think, hey, we got stuff figured out. We think we're gonna fall in love and be happy ever after, and we realize, oh, that ain't the one for me. Oh, that wasn't the one for me either.
You're right.
Oh, that wasn't the one for me either. And next thing you know, we down the line talking about who is the one.
Oh, what is that? Having a good time with Mr. Wrong while waiting for Mr. Right. That's the saying.
And it's like none of them work. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
So
hear you.
it is what it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so what you think about that?
I mean, I agree. A
Okay.
lot of times everybody talk about wanting to fall in love, have a family, growing old with somebody, things like that, right?
And you know what? We was conditioned because you remember everybody wanted that white picket fence
Yeah.
with the two children and the
Hmm.
dog. That was the
A
norm
dream.
that everybody wanted,
Yep.
and everybody realized that this is that that not people dreaming, not other picket fence and the little paid for a house. Now people want a 4-car garage for them to feel happy. They need $250,000,
Hmm.
$300,000 house. I told my brother the other day, if you feel like the only way you can raise some good children if you got a $250,000 $1,000 house, I mean that ain't it.
Mm.
That ain't it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all I can say is that ain't it.
You look, before you think about something like that, you have the children, you probably can't afford just a house that expensive. You got to raise these kids too.
That part.
Yeah. Look, who am I really? Or am I really happy where I am in life?
Mm.
I think
Mm.
sometimes a lot of us probably deal with that. So many other things you wish you could have went this way or made that decision or moved that way or different. we all kind of go through that in some part in our lives, but hey, we gotta live where we live, take where we at, and be okay with it.
I agree, and I think sometimes we we happiness differs for everybody. Like like some people can be happy reading books. Some people can be happy riding horses. Some
Hmm.
people be happy riding four wheelers. Some people can be happy just flying to Vegas or
Right.
doing stuff, going to the Caribbean and all that old type of stuff. And I think some stuff don't move me like other people because me, I done been all across seas, all over the world. Me, just watch a movie. I'd be like, oh, I've been over there, but it looks so different now. You know, you know what I'm saying? And it don't move me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think everybody, some people dream for this travel and this what's the name, watch stuff and I feel like the best travel you can have is the travel of the mind. You know what I'm saying? And the mind can make you happy if you let it. And I think some people, you know, seem, like they, I was listening to Andrew Tate the other day, and he was saying about his grandmama, and he was saying, he said, everybody think, women now think they need these careers and all this, and he said his grandma was in the bed, in a little sick bed or whatever, and he said everybody was in the room around the bed and whatever, and he said it was like he said, um, he said, and he realized it's like he said she had 9 children and all of them had kids and it was like it's every bit of 70 to 80 people, all of us came from this one person. And he said, that is truly amazing. He said, nobody thought about her career and all that. It's just amazing and wonderful that all of us came from this one little old lady. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
And people want to people don't realize if you changing jobs every year, what in your career that's making you so happy that it's above family and it's above, just raising kids and being happy and being around people you love, what makes you, because one thing we can say about anybody that had a lot of money, when they was faced to death and they say, would you give away all your money to live 10 more years? They would. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
To some, yes, to some. And there are some people that really value their money or love their money, that
Yeah,
they would choose money over family any day.
yeah.
It's people out there
But
that's like that.
but that's because they don't really have true family. And sometimes when you don't have true family, it's easy to pick money because you feel like the money ain't gonna let you down. You know what I'm saying?
Who? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That said a whole lot in itself. And there are people that's like that. They choose money over family. So,
Yeah. So I just think, sometimes you got to be real about what you really want in life and does it really make you happy? And you should do stuff that can make you happy. I mean, like everybody has something that they know makes them happy, and 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 I would think anybody like sometimes you say going to church, make people happy. Um, uh, I realize, I got partners that, they can't wait to get off on the weekend to party. It makes them happy, chilling and hanging and talking to dudes and having, in-depth conversation make people happy. So, I mean, whatever that makes you float your boat, that truly makes you happy, you should just,
I agree. I agree with you. Like, just say, for instance, if I left here today
Mhm.
and if somebody had to talk about me. What did I do? What impact I had on their lives? What type of accomplishments I had? Things that I was involved in. Did I make an impact on this person's life where I would leave something? Just like even with children, how people have children and family, they leave legacies and things like that. With
Right.
some type of impact that I've had from my life experience on this earth, would I leave that impact on somebody for the good? So that's one of my motives. That's what I want to do. I want to have that part of me instilled and left behind with people, you know. So, okay, it is what it is. I don't want to grow old alone. May the work I've done speak for me. That part, Didi. Yep,
Okay.
that's true.
So I think when it comes to that, I think everybody got to have a nice look at themselves and say, am I good or where I'm at? Am I doing what it takes to make me happy? Or am I waiting on somebody else to make me happy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I figure that is the ultimate goal in life, to be happy just cause. You know what I'm saying? Stop waiting on somebody to tap and dance for you and put a smile on your face. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh yeah, they making me smile. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you the life of the party, or when you can talk and make people smile and everybody, making each other laugh and you having good conversations and what's the name? I mean, that's the ultimate way to live life. Being happy, being truly happy, being around people that make you happy, being
People that
around.
you love for real and love you back, type of thing. And just like me, I don't want to die and not have me a significant other. I don't want to, be around here listed as somebody's side chick or they good friend. Or they may not even include me on the video, or they don't even know about me.
Wow.
I don't want that.
Yeah. And I guess everybody should want what they want.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And as we say, my Lakers are playing tonight.
We see. We at the pep rally now.
We'll see y'all later. And we'll talk to y'all. Let me go and put that down here too. Next Monday and Tuesday at 9:00. We'll see y'all later. Let me check this score while I'm sitting on here. Let me see what's going on. Make sure. Let me see. Hold on, player. Ooh, we losing. We got to do better. All right now. See y'all later, and hopefully we catch up and do something. Because if we don't win this game, boy, I tell you, please. All right. Night, Chelsea, and good night and good luck, Lakers, and come on back, y'all. All right. Peace out. How they say? See y'all later.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Got him! Got him!
And we will see y'all next week.
Next week.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good night.